I'm in a way like at the effect of both Steve and Joe's careers. So like I remember getting into guitar and these guys being on the cover of Guitar World magazine constantly. You know, I'm looking in product catalogs, they've got all this stuff. And like part of my development as a guitar player was learning their music. And so there was a weird experience where I felt like the heyday of guitar playing was kind of like, let's say the late 90s into the 2000s. You know, there was like this prolific amount of shredders, you know, with like the hair metal stuff. And I remember being like, oh, this is the renaissance of guitar playing. And I thought that like maybe that was the peak, but I feel like there's a new renaissance occurring, if social media is any, you know, indication. But the amount of young guys who I think are very concerned with playing guitar really well is just remarkable to see. And I think what's interesting about the music we're making is it informs people's guitar playing. So there are people who just listen to music and they're fans of the music, but you know, I had this experience, like I didn't only just love the guitar playing, you know, the music I was listening to, but I was actually developing as a player. And so there's a deeper relationship with the music. So I feel like the instrumental guitar space, there's a deep level of connection beyond loving the songs. You know, they are connecting to how we're doing what we're doing. And in some ways it's informing their own development on their own instrument. So it's deeply personal. But I think there's a level of depth that they're viewing our performances and our music with. And it's kind of trippy for me to be someone who's at the effect of this with watching you guys in my formative days as a guitar player, and then now being on stage with you guys. And the last thing I'll say about it is remarkable to see just the multi-generational impact, because I still see, you know, recently, you know, I can see a 10-year-old girl covering For the Love of God. You know what I mean? And you're just like,
better than me.
And it's just like you've created this thing that is just like, it's like these standards of like instrumental rock guitar. And another trippy thing about it is that you guys created the genre as well. Like I remember getting your records and being like, wait, you can do this? Like you don't need a singer? And like it had never occurred to me that you could just create music like that with the guitar as the centerpiece. And obviously I kind of took that to heart. And but yeah, I just think that we're doing something kind of unique in the space of music in general. And I think our fans, when they come, I think they're participating on a really like deep and personal level.